Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? We back today, as promised, with the new and improved Hydreigon deck list. Been saying that I was gonna make a video on this, and honestly, I've been kind of slacking. But let's just dive in, yeah? I changed it up a bit, a few cards, nothing too drastic, nothing too crazy different from the first one. But let's get it started. So here we go. We'll start off 4 Dino. You know, your basic. Here we go. This is gonna be another, simple thing that you would usually do with a stage 2 line. 1 Zweilous, and then our big boy, the heavy hitter, Hydreigon EX. Now with this deck, I made it so I didn't make it. I actually got it recommended to me by Char Hunter 420. Shout out to him. Because during regionals, I kind of fumbled. I wanted to do too much with not that much search engine, and it was just kind of a clutter. But now, for our biggest support here, we have 2 Pidgey, 2 Pidgeot. Pidgeot, great as always. It'll help you pick out anything you need with this quick search ability. Now, no Pidgeotto. I never thought you needed one. I do. You'll see later in the video why. But let's just go on to the support Pokemon. We have 1 Pheasantipity, 1 Pecharunt EX, 1 Rotom V, 1 Lumineon V. Now these pretty self-explanatory. Rotom's kind of like your starter. Hope that it's not prized, because if it is, you're kind of it's cooked. But Lumineon, pick out your supporters, whatever you need. Pecharunt's there just in case if people are trying to switch stall you, so you have Pecharunt to switch in back Hydreigon and anything else you need to kind of move around. Pheasantipity, great as always, just there, just in case if you get anything knocked out, there to help you with draw support. But let's move on to the items. Here we go with 4 Buddy Buddy Poppin'. We have also, and this is why we have no Pidgeotto, 4 Rare Candy, 3 Nest Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, 2 Dark Patch, 1 Earthen Vessel, 1 Pal Pad, 1 Terra Orb, 1 Counter Catch, 1 Super Rod, 1 Night Stretcher. These are all kind of self-explanatory in the whole deck. 4 Rare Candy, you want to accelerate Hydreigon as fast as possible, and it also helps you get Pidgeot. 4 Buddy Buddy, because you want the max consistency of getting Dino and Pidgey out. Night Stretcher, just in case. It's always good to have at least 1 Super Rod if I'm really in trouble and missing a lot of pieces. Super Rod's there. Counter Catch, just in case if we had the late start. Terra Orb was added, and it's been making things a lot easier because now you have an item that searches it and you don't need a Pidgeot for it when you can Pidgeot for a Rare Candy or anything else. Earthen Vessel, just in case if the energy count is a little low. I added in a Pal Pad, and you'll see why, because I added some new supporters. Let's move on here. Now, moving on, let's go on our supporters. We have 4 Arven, 1 Boss, 2 Iono, 1 Roseanne's Backup, 1 Airy, 1 Zerosix, and 1 Misfortune Sisters. So the premise of the deck that I'm kind of basing it off now is that it's mill attack. So if I go back and show you this Hydreigon, I'll show you the fancy one because it's cooler. Hydreigon's first attack, which is a lot simpler to get rather than Obsidian, Crashing Headbutt, you discard the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. 200 damage, good number, but could be better. Obsidian is the one you really want to strive for, but this one, it'll help you now, because now if you before you do Crashing Headbutt, you could Misfortune, or you can Airy. If you Airy and you take out 2 Rare Candies and then Crashing Headbutt, who knows, maybe you'll hit a 3rd candy, or other important items depending on the decks. Right now, decks run a lot of items rare candy, earthen vessels. It's a plethora of items. But these are the supporters I use, and that's why you want to add at least one pal pad. Now, let's move on to the tools, which we have two. We have one counter gain and a forest seal stone. Now, you could always add a mochi. I myself was thinking of adding a binding mochi just because with Petrant you get the 40 more damage. Hitting 240 is way better than hitting 200. For the reason being, not very many Pokemon have only 200 HP. A lot of important ones have 210 and above. So I would add a Forest Seal Stone and remove... I would have to look back at the list, but I would have to remove one card for a binding mochi. But let's keep it going. Let's keep it pushing. We have, for one stadium, we have a Pokemon League headquarters. Clutch as always, you know, but it is harder now because a lot of decks are running, you know, Area Zero or a Lost Vacuum. It's good to have like a stadium bounce. Plus, if your opponent's struggling finding the Area Zero or whatever other stadium, this one will help. Plus, if they're running an all basic deck, this one kind of, you know, shortens things up. They have to attack with one more energy. So it makes them work extra hard to have to get one attack. But to finish it off, let's get our energy. We have 6 dark energy, and for our A-Spec Neo upper energy. So what you typically want to do is when you have Hydreigon, you want to have 2 dark energy, attached, and Neo. Because 2 dark energy take out the colorless and the dark requirement, and then this one would pick up for Steel and Psychic. Now, you might be wondering earlier why Roseanne's backup. This is why. Besides, you can get back counter gain. Like I said, binding mochi, if you decide to add it, you can get back binding mochi. You can get back a Pokemon. And I forget the last thing you can grab, but it's a pretty good, especially a Pidgeot out, boom, get it right back. Or Arven, boom, you get back mochi and then Pidgeot, boom. Neo upper, another attack. But that's the list that we got going on. I've been really enjoying it. It's been a lot of fun. But as always, that's the list, and I would say follow me on my socials at Gluminator for pretty much all of them, Instagram, TikTok. So thank you all. Oh, also on YouTube. I've been posting a lot more on there. That's going to be full videos of my gameplay, which is during locals, regionals, whatever it might be, recorded matches. So thank you. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to Team TSR for giving me an invitation on playing with them. Great team. Everyone there is super nice, super good at the game. So I'll just leave it at that. Thank you. Have a great day.